I'm Sarah Fragani with your headlines in Kent's 5 News Now. Just 3 days before Christmas, a family loses everything they have in an overnight fire on the northeast side. That fire also killed several of their animals. It happened just after 11:30 last night on Briarcrest off of Bulverde. The battalion chief told us a brooder heat light may have been the cause, and that light was being used to keep some chickens warm. When crews arrived, they found heavy smoke and flames coming from the roof. Thankfully, no one was home at the time. The fire did kill several of those chickens, and a cat is also missing. Meanwhile, SFPD says the coop and light were very close to the home, making it easy for the home to catch fire. It is a total loss this morning. Also, a second fire overnight broke out on the north side, but only caused moderate damage. The battalion chief says it started on the porch of a home on Lee Hall and was working its way into the house when they arrived. No injuries were reported for that fire. And with 2 fires back to back, an important reminder today, San Antonio Fire says the holiday season presents more fire risks. So be sure to visit firesafesa.com for tips on how to get your home ready. Also monitoring the bomb cyclone, potentially much of the nation preparing right now. Just about every state will be touched by this Arctic blast moving in today, with more than 100 million people across the U.S. impacted. Already, it's affecting holiday travel. Hundreds of flights were canceled across the country as states could see once-in-a-generation winter weather. And millions of Americans, including us here in San Antonio, are bracing for possible record-breaking temperatures. So if you're flying out of San Antonio International Airport, you can check your flight status right now at flysanantonio.com. Also, Governor Abbott and ERCOT CEO reassured Texans ahead of the winter weather. Overnight into tomorrow is expected to be the coldest day since February's winter storm. But both ERCOT and the Public Utility Commission say the grid is prepared for this week's freezing temperatures. And they said there will be enough electricity to keep your lights and heater on this weekend.
Grid is going to be able to perform with ease. And so trust has to be earned back over a period of time.
So they said there's still a risk for outages caused by the trees falling on power lines. But CPS Energy says it does have vehicles, crews, and equipment on standby just in case of any local outages. With an estimated 8,000 people living without shelter on San Antonio streets right now, your help is needed to collect warm clothing. Susana Segura makes daily trips around her West Side neighborhood. She makes sure that those without shelter have what they need to stay warm and also to stay safe during the freeze. But now Segura and organizations like the Christian Assistance Ministry downtown need help restocking.
Jackets, coats, people to dig in their closets, just any jackets, cover-ups, blankets. Anything from hand warmers, gloves, beanies, things like that. We really need to give out on the front lines right now.
Meanwhile, the city's 311 helpline will also add hours to connect people who need help with people who are offering assistance. For a list of the services available, check out kents5.com. AAA is predicting about 9 million Texans will be traveling for the holidays. The heaviest traffic obviously expected today through Friday afternoon and likely during the cold front's arrival. So AAA recommends checking your tire pressure and windshield wipers. Make sure that you keep your gas tank at least half full to avoid any freezing. And they also suggest stashing an emergency kit with essentials. Even with the winter weather moving in now, thousands of migrants continue to line up along the Mexican side of the Rio Grande. They're waiting to learn the fate of Title 42. DHS officials say they have moved over 9,000 migrants out of El Paso over the last week. The agency says it moved the migrants through Title 42 expulsions to Mexico, and ICE expedited removal flights. Now, if the Supreme Court makes a decision on Title 42 before Friday, the White House now wants the restrictions to end December 27th. Did you know during the holidays, military suicide rates increase? The American Legion is now trying to make a difference with a special campaign, and they're asking everyone to be the one to check on a veteran during the holidays. They're also asking struggling veterans to seek help and confide in a family member or anyone that you feel comfortable with. Dr. David Rudd is the director of the Rudd Institute for Veteran and Military Suicide Prevention. He gave us some advice about what to do if someone raises concerns about suicidal thoughts.
The most important thing any of us can do is just talk with them about that, not to be scared or or somehow nervous or anxious that we're going to make the problem worse, but just to have a conversation about how they're doing, how they're feeling. And really reflect care and concern. And then when somebody raises those kinds of thoughts, help them get professional assistance.
Some of those resources include counselors, mental health professionals, and the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, which is available to anyone, anywhere in the country 24/7. You just need to call or text 988. Now 30 years and counting, HEB once again hosting its yearly Feast of Sharing dinner. It is free and the entire community is invited to share a meal. This takes place today at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center downtown. Volunteers prepared the barbecue holiday meal, including, get this, 4,000 briskets and more than 7,000 sausage links.
We're prepared to feed 10,000. Go ahead and challenge us on that. We want hungry stomachs coming through. But it's not just about the food and the meal, of course. This is a festive event. We invite the entire community just to come celebrate the holidays before celebrating with your families across the city.
Now, VIA will also offer free bus rides to and from the celebration. That brisket sounds really good. Let's check in with Paul for your forecast today. We know it's going to be cold.
No, it is. It's going to get really cold. It's kind of chilly out there right now. I think we'll see the high temperature in the low to mid 50s, let's say about 55 or so, and then temperatures drop into the 30s this afternoon and evening. Wind chills in the 20s. There is a wind advisory in effect. Winds could gust up to 40 miles per hour this evening. Also, there is a wind chill warning. I think wind chills tomorrow morning, single digits. Temperatures in the morning in the teens. Make sure your pets, your pipes, your plants, your car, people, make sure you're ready.
We're prepared, and if not, get ready as soon as possible. That is our KENS 5 News Now. As always, thanks for joining us. And if you're in front of the TV, just be sure to grab that remote and tune in to KENS 5 Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 7 a.m. I'm Sarah Frugani. I'll see you tomorrow.